Gwaltney. Gwaltney Group-RE results. Welcome to Rochester Real Estate, featuring Robin Gwaltney from Gwaltney Group-RE results and Andy Brownell. Here's Andy Brownell on Rochester's News Talk, 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
Good morning, it's Andy Brownell, and it's that time of the week that we chat with Robin Gwaltney with Gwaltney Group-RE results. Good morning, Robin.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I hope you had a good week.
It went fast. I feel like I just talked to you.
Yeah, it does. Time does fly, except for...
It's been busy this winter. I actually had a couple things I wanted to talk about specifically today, and I'll just start right with one of them being home sales surged in January.
Oh, really?
And that's not just regionally, but everywhere. So this article that came out on February 18th said that home buyers appeared to be in a rush to lock mortgage rates because of further increases that are ahead. I had one client actually tell me they looked at their payment because they're building a house, and when it closes, if the rates go from 3 to 4, that's going to cost them $700 more a month.
A month, okay? Wow.
Yeah, so it's a lot. It's a big house, but it's still, that 1% makes a big difference. So people get that. They know what their payments dropped like when the rates went down. So the people that are rushing to buy are out there in full force rushing to buy. So because of that, it says that existing home sales, completed transactions for single-family homes, townhomes, condos, and co-ops increased to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of $6.5 million in January. So that is up from 2.3% from last year. And that's just crazy.
In January.
In January. So here's a closer look at how existing home sales performed in January according to NAR's latest report. Home prices. The median existing home sales price increased at a stronger pace in January, climbing 15.4 annually to $350,300.
Goodness.
Inventories, total housing inventory at the end of January was 860,000. Of course, we're talking nationally, right? 860,000 units, plunging nearly 17% from a year ago. And do you remember that last year we were saying we didn't have any inventory?
Yeah.
And now it's 17% down, right? Unsold inventory is at a 1.6 month supply at current sales pace. A little bit later in the show, I'll talk specifically about the Rochester market.
Okay.
But think nationally that, if no more houses came on the market, in a month and a half there would be 0 to sell. Okay? Days on the market, 79% of homes sold in January were on the market for less than 30 days. Homes are selling faster than last January. Properties typically stayed on the market for 19 days in January, down from 21 days last year in January. First-time home buyers accounted for 27% of the sales in January, and that was down from 33% in January of 2021. So, investors and second home buyers, individual investors or second home buyers, purchased 22% of the homes this January, and that is up from 15% from January of 2021. So they tend to account for the largest bulk of cash sales, and we know what happens in multiple offers.
Right. Cash
just always wins. So a regional breakdown, I guess I'll focus first on the Midwest. Sales increased 4.1% in January compared to the previous month, so December, and reached an annual rate of $1.51 million. That is equal to level from a year ago.
Okay.
Median price $245,900 is a 7.8% rise from January of 2021. So, in the West, they're up 8.8%, and in the South, they're up 18.7%. 18.7%.
Wow. And this is January that was not a pleasant January across most of the country.
Which is why 18.7% increase in the South.
Yeah, but you know what? Some of the weather down south this winter has been pretty nasty.
I think they we're not banking on that one in January. I don't know. Anyway, so obviously that leads into another article that I have that's titled "Home Sales Surged in January." I think I just said that, right?
You did.
So existing home sales climbed overall 6.7% in January. So yes, people say, has the market slowed down? The answer is no, it has not. And more and more people are taking mortgages. Mortgage amounts break records again. So rising home prices are prompting more borrowers to take out supersized home loans. Borrowers are taking out the largest mortgages ever on record. So the average purchase loan size reached an all-time high of $453,000.
Yikes.
Yeah, the Mortgage Banker Association reports that the loan sizes have continuously been hitting new record highs over recent weeks. And with home prices being up by double-digit percentages compared to a year ago, prospective buyers are still facing elevated sales prices in addition to higher mortgage rates. And according to Joel Kahn, an economist with the Mortgage Bankers Association, the heavier mix of conventional applications again contributed to another record average loan size of $453,000.
$453,000.
Yeah, prices are going. That's the average mortgage. Average.
You know,
there was a day when that was like very few people had a mortgage that
right.
high.
And the irony is, the Fed, in signaling higher interest rates, was trying to tamp down inflation, and sounds like, at least in the real estate market, caused inflation.
I feel like it's not just in the real estate market.
Right.
You know, lumber costs are rising again.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly that is real estate, but lumber costs attribute to a lot more than just real estate prices, right?
Oh, yeah.
And,
interesting.
So lumber prices are about to triple their average pre-pandemic levels. So I was reading an article that was talking about the lumber prices up, and up again, okay? So starting in December of 2021, so a month and a half ago, 2.5 months ago, I guess, lumber prices started to increase. And lumber prices are now about to triple their average pre-pandemic levels.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. And the jump in cost has added more than $18,600 to the price of a newly built home, according to the National Association of Home Builders. And these increases are also adding nearly $7,300 to the cost of an average new multifamily home. And that translates, unfortunately, to about $67 more a month for a rent in an apartment. And we already know that rents are plenty high.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, so I think that all these signs of inflation everywhere you go. I mean, I was talking to my son the other day, and he said, geez, Mom, me and Dad went to lunch at Subway, and it was $29 for 2 of us. And, you know, not to pick on Subway because it's all the fast food places, but
right.
I think, you know, in order to compete to keep help, they've got to pay their help more. And then with the shipping industry and things taking forever to come in, and, you know, all the issues that are going on, and then the price of gas to get the things to where they're going. I mean, it all comes back to the consumer in the end. So.
It does.
Yep, we are seeing some high prices.
What do they always call it? Economists call it the hidden tax inflation.
The hidden tax inflation.
Taking money out. We already have to take our break, Robin, so we'll return in just a moment here on News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM with Robin Gwaltney with Gwaltney Group RE/MAX Results.
We'll be right back with Robin Gwaltney and Andy Brownell on Rochester Real Estate. This is News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
Are you worried about maintaining your lifestyle in retirement?
Rochester Real Estate with Robin Gwaltney from Gwaltney Group RE/MAX Results and Andy Brownell on Rochester's News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
Welcome back. Robin, we were talking quite a bit about how the real estate market is doing nationally. What's happening closer to home?
Yeah, so I'll give you a little update on the Rochester Market Report. Right now in Rochester, we have 118 active listings.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and I'll break that down. Under 100,000, there are 3. Under 200,000, well, between 100 and 200, there are 9. Between 200 and 300, there are 15.
Oh.
Between 300 and 400, there are 18. Between 400 and 500, there are 22. Between 500 and 600, there are 10. Between 600 and 700, there are 12. Between 7 and 800, there are 6. Between 8 and 900, there are 5. Between 900 and a million, there are 7. There are 0 between a million and a million one, but there are 3 between a million one and a million two. This one kills me. There are 0 between a million two and a million three. There's 1 between a million three and a million four, but hang on to your hat. There are 6 over a million four.
Wow.
Wow is right. That is crazy. Rochester's getting some high-priced homes.
There are some really beautiful homes in this area, that's for sure. Is this the worst you've ever seen it, as far as inventory levels?
I felt like it was pretty tough last spring for a while, but you know what? I'm not going to lie. You know, I had a really good year, and our team had a really good year because we get a lot of inventory. We get a lot of listings. So when you get a lot of listings, it's really advantageous for our buyers because, you know, they know about them, right? As soon as they're listed, they hear, and they get to get in there. So it's good. So we haven't really felt it as much as some people have felt it, but yeah, inventory, it makes our job more challenging. We're working hard, that's for sure. I'll say that. And
I bet some of the other realtors who maybe do this part-time, I bet it's pretty difficult for them to find anything.
I think it's really tough for them, yes.
Yeah.
I think some people have really struggled, for sure. We, in Rochester right now, there are 184 pending, so 184 under contract, which would line right up with what they said about sales being crazy in January, right? So, I mean, already houses are selling. So much for waiting until end of February, beginning of March for the spring market. We just rolled from Christmas to spring market, and there are 1,055 houses that have sold in the last 6 months. So when you back that up, you're talking about February, January, December, November, October. Right. So we're talking about like the fall through the winter, 1,055 have sold with another 184 pending. So, I mean, obviously there's inventory enough to keep making sales, but let's just say it's not sitting around a long time.
No, a lot of multiple offers now?
A lot of multiple offers. Now, I'll tell you, I think I talked last week about a little house that I had put on the market for $229 over on 14th Ave. And it was such a cute little house. And we had 18 showings scheduled between Friday and Saturday. And we had 5 more scheduled for Sunday. But because we already started getting offers on Friday, and ethically, time is of the essence. We're not supposed to just sit and sit and sit. And I tell people, listen, we have 5 good offers in hand. Yeah, we could have 6 or 7 or 8. The house is going to appraise so high, and we knew what our offers were in hand, and we had a very, very good offer. Well, actually, we had 5 very, very good offers. But anyway, so we cut off the showings. We looked at the offers. The seller was completely thrilled with what she got. Of course, I can't disclose that because it's not yet closed, but completely thrilled with what she got. It was her pie in the sky number. So she was very, very happy. So it went quick, easy, no stress, and, 5 really good offers. I have one that just came on the market yesterday at 2363 Ashland Drive, and we had put it on as a coming soon on Monday. So we have quite a few showings. We had a few showings yesterday, and then we have quite a few today and an open house. So hopefully we'll have that one sold by tomorrow as well. So, yeah, but, I've heard from, like, other agents, like in Boston and Arizona, where they're getting 25 offers, and I just don't get it. Because that is so much work for a seller, so much stress to sort through all that. And at some point, they can't be that much different from each other. You know what I'm saying? If there's one that's cash and it doesn't have to appraise and it stands way out, well, that it doesn't matter if there's 25 other ones that are FHA financing or conventional. You know what I mean?
Right.
So anyway, I think it's just super important to make sure that when you're listing your house, you are working with an agent that really is experienced and knows how to price it right, how to time it right, how to get you into those multiple offers. But, like another one, I showed a house yesterday, and it was back-to-back showings, and that house was listed for $245,000. And so my buyer was interested. So I called the listing agent. Now, this is Friday, and she said all offers are going to be looked at Sunday evening. And my buyer said, oh, my gosh, there's going to be so many offers, I don't even want to mess with it. And I'm like, but you're an all-cash buyer. And she's like, but some others might be too. Let's just pass. I'm
wow.
Okay. But, I think there is something to that whole time is of the essence. There is a very fine line and a balance, and there is a way to do it right. And it might look a lot simpler than it is, and I think especially when people are good at what they do, they make it appear simpler than what it is. But there's an art to it, and I'm really proud to say that we've mastered it. We've got it. So when you're working with the Gwaltney Group, I can promise you're going to be in good hands, and we're going to use our expertise to guide you through this really crazy time.
So when you do these offers and you tweak them to give them the advantage, is it, I guess, customized for each seller, or do you have kind of a template that you find that...
Oh no, it's definitely customized for each seller, because every seller is motivated by something different, right? It's not always money that motivates people. Sometimes it's, oh, you're willing to let me live here for the next month and a half while my house is being completed? That's amazing. I can rent back and not have to put my things in storage. And, so it's always finding like what's going to be the most appealing to the seller, right?
Right.
So that's that advantage of working in a dual agency situation where, if a buyer comes to me and they want to buy something that I have listed and they say, geez, is the seller going to be open to this date? Well, I know that they are because I know the seller. If I'm writing an offer on somebody else's listing, I can get whatever information the seller has, permitted the agent to give out, but sometimes that's not as much. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. No, absolutely makes sense. It's already time for another break, so we'll come back in a moment with Robin Gwaltney, Gwaltney Group-RE results on News Talk 1340, KROC AM, and 96.9 FM.
We'll be right back with Robin Gwaltney and Andy Brownell on Rochester Real Estate. This is News Talk 1340, KROC AM, and 96.9 FM.
Adopt U.S. Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Rochester Real Estate with Robin Gwaltney from Gwaltney Group-RE results and Andy Brownell on Rochester's News Talk 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
Good morning, everyone. Back with Robin Gwaltney, Gwaltney Group-RE results here on News Talk 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 FM. Well, Robin, I saw one of the homes that you have listed showed up on the KROCnews.com website. It was this beautiful log cabin house.
Yeah, I love how they do those stories on unique listings in Rochester. That's such a cool, fun thing.
People love them.
I believe it, and it's fun to be on the other end of that because I think it brings a lot of attention. We've had a lot of calls on the listing, and it is really unique. It is a complete log cabin. So sometimes you'll see log cabin houses, but they're really just log cabin on the outside, and then you walk on the inside and it just looks like a sheetrock house like any other house. Right?
They do like half timbers or something.
Right. But this is a full round log cabin, so you have log cabin walls on the outside as well as on the inside.
Wow.
And you feel like you are in the middle of nowhere up north because it's a really pretty lot, and the lot is I think it's a couple acres. I should actually know that for a fact. But it's, I'm going to look on here.
So if you enjoy seeing deer in your backyard, you're going to love this place.
Oh, not in your backyard. I think, like they said, on your front porch because they walk right up to it. It's 2.52 acres. So
nice.
2.5 acres. And it's surrounded by tall pine trees. So when you drive into your driveway, you literally just feel like you're in the woods way up north away from everybody and everything, and it's super quiet. But yet, you get in the car, and in 5 minutes, you can be at the junior college, so it's not far out at all. So the address is 2005 Timber Ridge Lane Southeast, and it is listed for $525, and it has 3 bedrooms and 3 baths, 3-car garage, and as I mentioned, 2.5 acres. Big, beautiful, what you would expect, the log, fire, wood-burning fireplace, and so that you really do get that cabin feel. Oh my gosh, it's just, when I walked in there the first time for the listing appointment, I was like, okay, I so want to live here. Just beautiful. But it is open today, so whether you're in the market for a house or not, if you just want to check out the latest reported unique listing in Rochester, it is open today from 12:30 till 2. So I encourage anybody who's interested to stop out and take a look.
With those pine trees too, I bet that insulates them from the wind.
Oh, it is. It's beautiful. It is just beautiful. I can't even really describe it. You got to go see it. It's so nice.
Do you happen to know how long ago it was built?
Yeah, it was built in the 80s. It was built actually in 1982. Neat. Yeah. So very, very cool house. In addition to that one, we've got a couple other hot ones. 2363 Ashland Drive Northwest is 4 beds, 2 baths, 3-car garage, built in 2008. It is about 2,300 square feet, and it is big flat backyard, nice deck, $375,000.
Okay.
So that one just became available yesterday.
That's quite a few bedrooms.
Yes, it's a nice house. And then we have one in Southern Ridge that is great for a multi-generational family. There's lots of spaces to spread out. It's a big house. It's 3,800 square feet, actually 3,878 square feet, and it's 5 bedrooms, but actually there's also a den that could be a bedroom, so it could be a 6-bedroom house, and it has 4 baths, and that one was built in 2003, and it is listed for $544,900. And that one is open this morning from 10 o'clock until 11:30. And the address is 5182. What's the name of that ridge up there? Drawing a blank.
You said South Ridge?
Yes, Southern Ridge.
Or Southern Ridge, yes.
Southern Ridge, yep. 5182 Southern Ridge. So, yeah, that one is open from 10 o'clock until 11:30. So those are some good houses to go check out today. And, who knows in this market how long they'll be around.
Right.
But according to the statistics, maybe for about 19 days. Okay, so you
or less.
Or less.
Or quite a bit less.
Maybe, hopefully. All right, so, I have to tell you, I thought this was when I'm always searching for articles before we get on air, right? And so one that I found I thought was really interesting was real estate agent is the most Googled job search term.
That's interesting.
So apparently everybody out there thinks that this is the easiest job in the world or the best job in the world, and I could go along with the best. I really do love it. But I will say anybody who is considering seriously becoming a real estate agent, there is probably a lot more to it than you might think, but I would definitely be willing to answer any questions that anybody has or meet with anybody. So if there are people listening that really do have an interest in becoming a real estate agent and might be one of those people that did that recent Google job search, I'd be happy to talk you through that and answer any questions you might have about that.
Is there any specific quality that might make a person a really good realtor?
Well, on my team, I look for service-minded people.
Right.
I think people who have worked in the medical field, taking care of people, or worked in the hospitality industry, serving people, I think that is who makes the best realtors, because I don't specifically look for people who are good salespeople. I don't like people who are high pressure. That isn't who we are at the Gwaltney Group. You know, we have our our culture and our mission, and you know it well. Our
Yes, I do.
tagline is we put the real in real estate, and we really are real people taking care of real people. And we're not fakey, pushy, salesy. We're just people who like to take care of other people. And it works for us. It works well for us.
So you're saying you're not slick?
We're not slick. Yeah, we're not. What are those? What is that term they use for that guy on the car commercials all the time?
Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness.
You know what I'm talking about? Max profit.
Max profit.
Max profit. Yeah, we're not max profit. That's not who we are. We're max customer experience. We really want people to have a great experience when they work with us, and we depend on it so that they can recommend us to their friends and their family and keep our business going.
I tell you what, you go back to the archives on the KROCnews.com website of some of the older episodes that we've done where we've talked about how your team goes way overboard when it comes to customer service. People should do that if they really want to learn about what the Gwaltney Group does.
It is so important to us. I mean, our mission statement is, Andy, that we treat our team like family, and we truly do, and we treat our customers, our clients, like friends, which they quick become, and we work together. We work hard together to enhance the communities that we live in, and that is who we are, that is what we are about, and that's who we will always be.
All right. So if somebody wants to chat with you or a member of the Gwaltney Group team, Robin, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, we would love it. You can always call my cell phone, and that number is 507-259-4926. If you want to look at our website, look at our listings, learn more about us, just visit GwaltneyGroup.com.
Perfect. We'll chat again next week, Robin.
Sounds great. Thank you, Andy. Have a wonderful weekend.
You too. That's Robin Gwaltney with Gwaltney Group RE/MAX Results on News Talk 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 FM.